Hey there, seekers. Once again at camp for the night. I'm at a truck stop, the world's largest truck stop on Highway 80 in Iowa. Go figure. It's like very moderately noisy, but I do have earplugs. I use my Buff for like a eye mask. It's like more comfortable than the actual eye masks, I think. So I think I'll be good. I'll let you know. I had an absolutely beautiful camp last night, as I said. Hopefully I posted, I'm tired. I'm gonna post the short video of my view from this morning before this. So you will have already seen that. That was my camp this morning in Ohio. So I had really just crossed the border into Ohio last night. So I got all the way through Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and now I'm in Iowa. Not very far across the border. So tomorrow, we'll get hopefully all the way through Iowa and into Nebraska, and we'll just see how far I get. But I kind of wanted to challenge myself on this trip to try like a Walmart or a truck stop. So here I am, and it's not so bad. It's fine. It's fine. So I'll let you know how I sleep tomorrow. Another short video, but just want to keep you up to date. It was actually a really good trip today. Just some construction just east of Chicago on 80, which is, they almost always have that. Was a little bit intense, but other than that, not too bad. Mostly made good time, and doing a lot of inner work on the road. The trail is excellent for inner work, but turns out so is the road, and having some sort of inner revelations that maybe at some point I'll share. I'll share the one this morning when I was journaling. I start my morning, I know I'm rambling, that's the vlog, sorry. I start every morning with, usually I've started the last year or so, I've been starting with a Bible verse. I have an app that does like a verse a day, and then some kind of meditation and journaling. And it was really interesting. In my journal this morning, I was thinking about Colorado. I'm headed to Durango, and I have my fake beer. Athletic Brewing Company needs to sponsor me. I'm headed to Durango, Colorado first. That is the first home of my memory. And really that is, if I would say, what is my home? It's Durango, Colorado. That is the place that I felt like I belonged. In my surroundings, in my body. Of course, I was just a little kid. I think kids are much more comfortable in their own skin than at least those of us who live in femme-presenting bodies become. I can't speak to those of you who are in masculine-presenting bodies. But anyway, I just had this, it's profound to me. It may not seem that profound externally, but that's okay. I've always thought of Durango as like our family place, the place we lost as a family. And I really understood this morning how profound a loss it was for me personally. Because while my parents moved there as adults whenever I was 2, for me, that was my first home. That was my home. That was the place, as I said, I felt like I belonged. So it wasn't just a loss for my family, it was a loss for me. My place. And it makes a lot more sense when I think of a couple of years ago, the last time I was out there, when I was on the property where my family lived, and it had turned into a condo, that I felt so disoriented and just almost just numb, and I can't even describe the feeling. It was that the one place that I felt a sense of belonging, a sense of true home, was gone. And I know many other folks, perhaps you, if you're watching this, whoever's watching this, have also experienced that. But I think I, up to now, had never claimed Durango, that piece of property, that 10 acres across from Purgatory Ski Resort, as a mine. Not just ours, but mine, personally. And so I never fully grieved the loss it was for me, personally. And so starting to grieve and process that grief and process that one of the first traumas that I'm unpacking. Sydney Williams, who wrote Hiking My Feelings, highly recommend, talks about unpacking her trauma backpack. All of us carry trauma, some of it with a capital T, right? But that was one of the first things that I have kind of seen, discovered in my trauma backpack that I had not acknowledged. The traumatic experience of being taken from your place of belonging. And then we moved a lot throughout the rest of my childhood into my early adulthood. And so I never experienced that feeling of belonging again. I'm feeling it somewhat in New England, where I'm situated, where I'm living now, and I absolutely love New England. And I hope that as I really come to terms with what it meant to me, what I've been carrying, the grief I've been carrying of leaving the one place that I belonged and felt at home and never having that again. I'm hoping that when I really process that and grieve it and cry these tears, that I will be able to claim New England, my current residence that I do love, as my new home for my new sort of rebirth, if you will, as I go into this next phase of my life, close out the first 50 years. Wouldn't it be something to have another 50? Probably unlikely, but who knows? Anyway, yeah, I mean, if that's too much information for you, I'm sorry. But honestly, like, the main purpose for me of doing this is for me. And I'm inviting any of you who are watching along, but I'm wanting to keep a record of this time, this sabbatical, and the discoveries that I make, the positive discoveries and the negative discoveries that I make, and the learnings that I have, so that I have a record. Obviously, I'm going to try not to get crazy, too personal, because, this is a public space. But I do want to be honest and authentic and vulnerable. And I'll leave the really private, personal stuff for my written journal, but I want a record for this. So anyway, longer video than I thought, but the purpose of this trip has already begun to bear fruit. So that's the vlog for this evening. Thanks for coming along, for bearing witness, and Wild blessings. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Night.